that chick was some of Ignorance's boys. She said, Prophet, we got you beat. By the way, I'm Mr. Ignorance's wife, Deceit. But enough talk now for your haircut. When the clippers touch my hair, they blew.
Our 50th episode of NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Trailblazers in Portland. For Portland, it hasn't been the most lively start to the season for them, just 1-3 through their first 4 games. But they can start things moving in the right direction with a win here tonight. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
Dun, 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 dun.
Love you, son. Congratulations.
That's one of the warmest and fuzziest stories I've heard all season long.
Way to keep up with him his whole life.
I've been working.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. They're ready for the tip. I've been working.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Great. With Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Portland Trailblazers. And, folks, bad news, Carmelo Anthony will not be in the lineup. Clark is out with an injury.
Well, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of his injury. We only got a preliminary diagnosis.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Lillard outside. Henderson with the screen for Lillard. Lopez against Plumlee. The shot is off. Good D by Lopez. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Afflalo. That's good. Afflalo's got his second bucket.
That's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. There's the feed to Henderson. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Fernandez from outside, and that one's good. Now here's Lillard. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. Plumlee against Lopez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
A different look now for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for Davis. Lee comes in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Larkin in for Damian Lillard. Plumlee hits them both. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And, guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group. Well, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. 8th in free throw percentage, 16th in three-point field goal percentage. And they weren't up there among the fastest teams in the NBA in terms of pace of play. I mean, they were only in the top 20 in fast break points.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunities.
He's off on the second. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Smith. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Smith's got his first points of the night.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Here's Plumlee. Count it from 12. Plumlee's got 6 points.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Larkin, defended by Fernandez. The drive by Lee. No good. And New York will come the other way. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what the main reason was for the disappointing record so far. He said, it's not that easy to put a finger on, but we seem to lack that killer instinct. We don't have the confidence to finish teams off, even when we've got them on the ropes. Let's see if they can change their luck tonight, guys.
And thank you, Doris. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Vonleh's checked in. So it's Portland now. Kaman kicks to Vonleh. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
A moment now to see the stats for Josh Smith. Some last season stats for him. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Knicks trail by 3. Fernandez, the pass to Blatch. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. No coverage that time. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Larkin, defended by Fernandez. Larkin kicks to Kaman, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Came in a screen. Floats one. Larkin can't get it to go.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Pass to Keenan. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Line for two.
All right now, gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
And that one misses. And New York making a change here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
We've got Henderson. Plumlee out there with Davis. Then it's Lee. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Barnes against Henderson. Back to Lee. Here's the three. Portland again missing. New York leading by 5. Here's a Aflalo. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Aflalo's got 6 points.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Dishes it to Henderson. Back to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Lillard attacking out to Lee. Will it go? Lee with another miss. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. New York moving the ball around. Fernandez from outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Takes the three. The Knicks pull it in. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
And you look back at those games, just a one-sided affair between them.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The 17-footer. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Feeds it to Fernandez. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And now it's a 12-point New York lead.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on New York's head coach talking to his team. Teamwork was the theme of the discussion in that huddle. He said, quote, "Good shots are there for us on the perimeter if we share the ball, work it around, and find the open man." He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Lillard dishes to Plumlee, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Such a wide open look. Henderson's got 4 points in the quarter. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Lee passes to Davis. Plumlee in the high post. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Chris Kaman is checked in for Plumlee. Vonleh comes in for Davis. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Larkin in for Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
So the wing on the left. Here's the screen. Henderson kicks to Larkin. Kaman a screen. 13 feet away. Rebound by Williams.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Fernandez. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Aminu dishes to Henderson beyond the arc. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Knicks. They lead by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Jose, I saw you speaking with Coach. How did he critique the team's performance during the first half? And what did he tell you guys to change as that second quarter progressed?
Well, it was just like kind of like no effort, like just soft, going soft to the basket, going soft to run the ball. So we just got to, let's grab that ball, attack the basket, and that's all. That's what we did. We started attacking the basket. We started being a little bit more aggressive. That was all. It was good plays, but just too soft.
You certainly played with authority, Jose. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half, so everybody stay ready. If there was a real positive to be found, it was in transition. We made some...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection.
So for the Trailblazers, Chris Kamen's checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Davis. And it's Lee in for Gerald Henderson. And New York, looking at who they've got, Fernandez. He's in at point guard. Matt Barnes is out there with Smith. Then it's Blotch, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 guard.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both free throws good from Kaman. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
A chance here, Kevin, to check out how the Trailblazers ranked in the NBA last season. First and second chance points, third in rebounds, and they were in the top 10 in steals as well. I mean, this is a team that really gets after people defensively. Deflections, pressure on the ball, all of that leads to steals.
And guys, it speaks to the physical strength of this team, that they scored so many more second chance points than anybody else. Their physicality and iron will inside made them a force to be reckoned with.
The Knicks making a switch here. Williams has checked in. And Fernandez drops them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Lillard, the pass to Aminu. Kaman kicks to Aminu. Here's Lillard. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Shane Larkin's checked in for Damian Lillard. And that one falls for Fernandez. Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Larkin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. Lee with the steal. Here's Larkin. To the paint. Here's Aminu. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Aminu's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Caldwell Pope. New York, no good that time either.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Aminu. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 9.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Red Hot. He has 17 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And he makes the first.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And Fernandez drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 11. Larkin kicks to Aminu. He dishes it to Kaman. Lays it up and banks it in. Kaman's got 7.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And that whistle got a huge response from this crowd, and it was not a positive one.
No, it wasn't.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Shane Larkin. And then for New York, Red Hot comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Vonleh. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Henderson. And it's Kaman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard against Grant. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. The dish to Vonleh. The 17-footer. That one wide left. Outside Williams. For 3, Fernandez. Connects from downtown.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give him a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Gerald, a win that certainly got to feel good with the way the team just kept grinding away. What is it about this team that enabled you to come away with the win?
We got a lot of fight. We had a little lull there, but we just came together and got sharp on offense and defense and got it done.
Competitive spirit. We love to watch it, Gerald. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.